Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Hey, welcome everybody. We're going to do some chanting of the holy name of Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Advaita Nityananda. Anybody wants to come on, please feel free. Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Nityananda, 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 Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna there. Welcome.
Hare Krishna.
Like you're on the beach.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, what country? What country?
Italy.
England.
Italy. Italy.
Italy. Oh, ooh, nice.
Bella Italia.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna
Nityananda.
Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna 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 Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, you can keep your microphone on there, and we'll just chant some japa, and just be yourself. Whatever comes up is fine. If you're some madman of Lord Chaitanya's group, no problem. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Ram
Everybody can
Ram,
put your microphones on, and
Hare
you can
Hare,
chant Hare
Oh
Hare
Hare
Krishna, unless
Krishna,
we have some
Krishna
problem with somebody's
Krishna,
thing.
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Oh,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Lord
Oh,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Well, we don't have any
Hare
cowherd girls
Krishna,
coming up here. We're going to let the men always take
Hare
over.
Ram,
It's the women's fault.
Hare
They're
Ram,
always complaining
Hare
that the
Ram,
men, you know.
Hare
So
Hare,
anyway, we got one person to
Hare
take us up on it. There we
Krishna,
go. She'll hold the fort for
Krishna,
all the women.
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram. Let's see some ecstatic
Ram
chanting
Hare
from River
Hare
Yamuna,
Krishna,
Devi
Hare
Asi. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna,
Women,
Hare
Hare
women,
Ram,
women.
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare. What about you, Amy? Too? You get up here. Put your little booty up here, Amy. Get you. You gotta stand up for the women too. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare
Brahma
Krishna,
also,
Krishna Krishna,
and Shamaguri also.
Krishna,
All
Hare
of you.
Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ramo,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna,
Prabhu
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Hare
Advaita
Rama.
Gadaha
Rama,
Hare
Srivas
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Adi
Hare
Krishna,
Gora
Hare
Krishna,
Bhakta
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Ram,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hari
Rama Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hari
Wow.
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama Hari equally matched Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama.
Hari Hari Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hari Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna.
Ram,
Can we get some men? Let's have a competition out of this. Let's get more men up here. All we need is one more men, and then we've
Hare
overcome the
Krishna,
women. Hare Krishna.
Uh,
Oh no, we already got.
everybody,
Oh, I was
all women
including
here.
Tom as a woman. Oh, sorry about that.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
मेरी चीज ने
Ram,
कुछ नहीं है ना
Krishna,
हरे कृष्णा हरे
Krishna,
कृष्णा
Hare Hare,
मेरी चीज ने कुछ
Rama,
नहीं है ना
Hare
हरे
Rama,
कृष्णा
Rama,
हरे
Hare Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Krishna.
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare
राम राम
Hare,
हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Hare
Hare
कृष्णा हरे
Krishna.
Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna.
कृष्ण
Hare
कृष्ण
Hare
हरे
Hare
हरे
Rama.
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama.
हरे
Hare
राम
Rama,
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 राम
Hare
राम
Hare
हरे
Hare
हरे
Krishna.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna. Krishna
Rama,
Krishna. Hare 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 Rama.
Hare
Hare Rama.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari Hari Hari
हरे
Rama Hari
कृष्ण हरे
Rama
कृष्ण
Rama
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Hari
हरे
Hari Hari
हरे
Krishna
हरे राम
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hello?
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hello,
Hari
Rama.
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
राम
Krishna
राम
Hari
हरे
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Sri
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
हरे
Rama,
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
Rama,
Hare
Nityananda
Hare Hare.
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
Krishna,
Oh,
हरे राम
Hare
हरे राम
Hare,
राम राम हरे हरे हरे
Hare
कृष्ण हरे
Hare Ram, Hare
कृष्ण
Ram,
कृष्ण हरे हरे हरे
Hare
राम हरे
Hare,
राम
Hare
राम राम हरे
Hare
हरे हरे
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Rama,
कृष्ण हरे हरे हरे
Rama,
Sri
राम हरे
Krishna
राम
Hare Hare.
Chaitanya
राम
Sri
राम
Oh,
हरे
Hare
Krishna
कृष्ण हरे
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Hare Krishna,
कृष्ण कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Hare
हरे
Hare,
राम राम
Hare
राम
Hare
हरे
Rama,
Ram,
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
Sankirtan,
कृष्ण
Chaitanya,
कृष्ण
Rama,
Sri
Rama,
Chaitanya
Hare
हरे
More
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
कृष्ण
Krishna,
कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Krishna,
हरे
Sri
राम हरे
Krishna
राम
Hare
Chaitanya
Hare.
Sri Krishna
राम राम हरे
Chaitanya
हरे हरे कृष्ण
Sri
हरे कृष्ण
Krishna
हरे
Chaitanya Sri
More Prabhupada,
Sri Krishna
Hare
Yet
Chaitanya
Rama,
Sri Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya Sri
more
Krishna
हरे कृष्ण हरे
Sri
कृष्ण
Krishna
more
Chaitanya
कृष्ण कृष्ण
Sri
हरे हरे
Krishna
Pandita,
Chaitanya
हरे
Sri
राम हरे
Krishna
राम
Chaitanya
more
Sri
my
Krishna
राम
Chaitanya
राम हरे
Sri
हरे
Krishna
हरे कृष्ण
Prabhupada,
Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Sri
Jay
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Sri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Sri
Hare,
Krishna
Pandita,
Chaitanya
Hare
Sri
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Chaitanya Sri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Hare.
Sri Krishna
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे
Oh,
अब
Hare
हो गया है ना
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Nityananda,
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Shri
Nityananda,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Nityananda,
Chaitanya, Shri
Nityananda,
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Nityananda,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Shri Krishna
Nityananda,
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Nityananda,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Oh,
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama,
Nityananda,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Nityananda,
Hare Rama,
Nityananda,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Nityananda,
Hare
Nityananda,
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Nityananda,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Jai
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare
Amor,
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Amor
Shri
Nimai,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Pandit,
Krishna
Rama,
Vidyar,
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya,
Nadia,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Nadia, Nadia,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Shri
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Nityananda,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Nityananda,
Hare, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya.
Rama,
Krishna
Wow,
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama,
wow,
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Ram,
Shri
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Ramo, Hare
Shri
Ramo,
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Ramo,
Hare
Ramo,
Hare, Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Jai
Oh,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya, Shri
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Advaita
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Gadadhar
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Shri
Hare
Last,
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Vasanta
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Vrinda
Hare Hare Rama,
Shri
Hare
Oh,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Shri
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Ramo,
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Ramo,
Shri
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Jaya
Shri
Jaya Shri
Krishna
Chaitanya, Jaya
Chaitanya,
Nanda,
Shri Krishna
Jaya
Chaitanya,
Shri Advaita,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Jaya
Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Amor,
Hare
Shri
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Hare
Jaya
Shri
Krishna,
Amor,
Krishna
Nimai,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram,
Shri
Shri
Jai,
Oh,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Shri Shri Jai,
Hare
Jai Jesus,
Krishna,
Jai
Hare
Jesus, Jai Jesus,
Hare
Jai
Hare
Jesus,
Shri
Jai Jesus, Jai
Shri Nara,
Jai Jesus, Jai
Ram
Jesus,
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Jai
Ram,
Jesus, Jai
Hare
Jesus,
Hare.
Jesus,
Ram,
Jai Jesus,
Ram,
Jai Jesus, Hare Krishna,
Oh,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
more,
Hare,
more,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
more Nimai,
oh,
more
Rama
Nimai,
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
more
Hare
Nimai,
Hare
Nityananda,
Hare Hare,
Nityananda,
Hare
more
Krishna, Hare
Nimai,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare Hare,
Rama
Nityananda,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Jai
Hare
Jai
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Nityananda,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Ramo,
Krishna,
Jai
Hare
Jai
Ramo.
Krishna
Nityananda,
Krishna,
Jai
Hare Hare,
Jai,
Hare Rama, Hare
more,
Rama,
more
Rama,
Nityananda,
Hare
Nadia,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare
Oh,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
oh,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare
oh,
Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare
accumulation of
Krishna Krishna, Hare
functionality.
Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Hare Krishna
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Prabhu
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Nityananda,
Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Prabhu
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Oh
Hare.
Lord.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Ram.
Rama Rama
Ram,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Ramo
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram. Ram
Hare.
Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare
Oh
Ram.
Hare Krishna.
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare. Hare
Krishna Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Ramo Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Ramo.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Rama
Ram.
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Oh
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram,
See?
Hare Ram.
Yes.
Ram, Ram,
Yes.
Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna. Hare
Rama
Hare
Krishna.
Rama
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare
Oh
Hare
Lord.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Krishna
Oh
Krishna Hare
Nitya.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Ram, Hare Ram.
Shri
Rama
Ram,
Rama Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna.
Hare
Ram.
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Oh
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna.
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Rama
Ram.
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Oh
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna.
Hare 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 Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ramo.
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Ram.
Rama Rama
Ram
Rama
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare.
Jai Shri
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram.
Chaitanya
Ram,
Rama
Ram,
Rama
Prabhu
Hare
Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Nityananda
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare
Shri
Rama Hare Rama
Advaita
Rama Rama
Gadadhara
Hare
Shri
Krishna Hare
Vasari Shri
Krishna Krishna
Gauranga
Krishna Hare Rama
Vrinda.
Hare Rama Rama
Oh Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Ram Hare
Namai
Ram
Namai Nada
Ram
Hare
Ram
Namai
Krishna, Hare
Namai
Krishna,
Nada
Krishna
Hare
Namai
Krishna, Hare
Namai
Hare,
Nada
Hare Rama, Hare
Namai
Rama,
Namai Nada
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Namai
Hare Hare,
Namai
Hare
Krishna
Nada
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Nada
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Namai
Hare Hare,
Namai
Krishna Hare
Nada
Oh
Namai
Hare
Rama,
Namai
Ram
Rama,
Nada
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Namai
Krishna Hare
Namai
Krishna,
Nada Namai
Krishna
Namai
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Oh
Rama,
Namai
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Namai
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Ram
Rama Rama,
Hare
Rama Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare.
Hare Krishna. Oh my
Oh
Lord
Hare
Lord
Ram,
Krishna.
Hare Ram.
Oh my Lord Krishna. Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare Hare,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare.
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare
Rama
Ram.
Rama Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama,
mm.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama Rama Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama.
Hari Hari Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare.
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna.
Rama
Krishna
Oh,
Krishna,
it's
Hare
time to have a
Hare
big
Rama,
pecker.
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Rama.
Hari Rama
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Rama
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Let's go
Hare
there.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare
That's what I
Rama,
said.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. He's beating on it too. Hare Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama Rama
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Oh
Hare
Lord.
Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hari
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Rama,
Yeah. Woo.
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Whoa.
Rama Hari Rama
Gauranga.
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare, Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hari
Gauranga.
Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hari
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hari 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 Rama
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Ram.
Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Rama Hari
Ram.
Rama
Hare Ram.
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna 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 Hari
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama
Rama Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Hey!
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Rama Hari Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama,
Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Oh
Hare Hare
Krishna
Lord.
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hari Hari
Hare,
Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama
Krishna,
Hari Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama,
Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Yeah. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari
Krishna
Hari Hari
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari
Rama
Hari
Rama,
Hari Rama Hari Rama
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram,
Shri
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna
Ram,
Chaitanya,
Ram Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Chaitanya,
Ram Ram Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Ram,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Ram
Shri
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Rama Rama,
Ram
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama,
Hare Ram Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Rama
Krishna Chaitanya
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya
Rama, Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya
Rama,
Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya
Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya
Rama
Shri
Rama,
Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya
Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya
Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda
Krishna
Prabhu
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Nityananda
Hare
Hare Rama,
Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Rama,
Prabhu
Hare
Krishna,
Nityananda
Hare
Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda
Krishna
Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda
Hare
Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Rama, Hare
Prabhu
Rama,
Nityananda Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda
Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare Hare,
Nityananda Prabhu Nityananda
Rama
Prabhu
Rama, Hare
Nityananda
Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Krishna,
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda
Hare Hare,
Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Rama,
Prabhu Nityananda, Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda.
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
All right, Jai
Hare
Jai
Rama,
Sri
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya.
Rama
And
Rama, Hare
I
Hare.
some happiness here. You guys are getting too happy. You got to get more serious. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Isn't it amazing how to have a party? Just get everybody chanting, man. That's what they were doing. Here we're just doing japa. Uh, when Lord Chaitanya was here, they would just did their kirtans. They were together physically, and they were just doing stuff like this, and just everybody is having a great party. Isn't it funny? Krishna is
Hare.
so Krishna is so complete and full that we all can relate to him and just be filled. God, he's just this reservoir of everything that we can. Isn't it amazing? God, if you're gonna suck off of somebody's energy, you might as well suck off on Krishna, man. Look at that. We're all sucking on Krishna like vampires. And it just, it's never get enough. And he's always more, he increases it. Now, could you imagine if the whole world knew that? You know, this would, everything would be beautiful because there's unlimited energy, in Krishna. It's amazing. Okay, so let's see. River, why don't you read us some Chaitanya Bhagavat? Find us your favorite spot.
Microphone off, Dinesh.
No.
I'm just going to open it up, Maharaj.
All right, sounds good.
Okay, chapter 9 of the Madhya Kanda.
Okay. What page?
341.
Okay.
Madhya Kanda, the story of Shridhar. All glory to my spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Gora Haridas, who is leading the exodus to the spiritual world. Thank you for allowing me to read again, Maharaj. Okay. Oh glory to you. All glory to all the Lord's devotees. Sri Gaurachandra is the controller of the universe. However, not his own sake, but for the benefit of everyone. He has accepted the garb of a sannyasi. All glory to the son of Jagannath Mishra and mother and mother Sachi. And all glory to his Sankirtan movement. All glory to Lord Caitanya, the very life of Lord Nityananda and Gadadhar Pandit. He is the most beloved of Advaita Acharya, Srivas Pandit, Jagannanda Pandit, Haridas Thakur, Vishvara Pandit, Pundarik Vijanini, Vasudev, and Sri Gaba. Be merciful, O Lord, and look upon every living entity graciously. May the Lord and all his associates be glorified. For by hearing about the pastimes of Lord Caitanya, one immediately attains the supreme goal of devotion, love of Krishna.
You know,
Please
this is
listen.
really wonderful. You know, the Lord is making devotees become associates of the Lord, and you become as good as those devotees that are in the scriptures. You become like them because they have ecstatic love of the Lord, and we have ecstatic love of the Lord. You become the most auspicious persons in this world. That's the gift the Lord wants to give us. You know, when you become attached to the Lord, this is the demonstration of people in our sangha. Is to show the world how just by becoming attached to the Lord, you attain everything. You attain the Lord's association. That means you've attained purification. You've attained true inspiration, true love, true everything. Like these devotees here. Yeah. And just by being in your association, people become purified, people become inspired, people advancement, everything good happens. Beyond good, everything is truly auspicious. It's fantastic. This is amazing. This gift that Lord Chaitanya is giving to the world, and he's using us to give this gift. The world needs a reawakening to see how important this is, to see how true it is, and not to preach the opposite now. To say, oh yeah, you have to attain the Lord. What, attain the Lord? He's already attained by his real devotees. It's just accept the gift. Devotees here, they've attained the Lord, so now it's just accept the gift. Look at how many people. Look, you have 4 people publicly. Listen, world. You saw 6 people chanting in ecstasy. Right there before the world. That's called attaining the gift of the Lord, because the Lord gives himself and then he laughs and you laugh. He cries and you cry. Now that's union. That is communion. That is true love. Okay? That is perfection in life. What else does anybody could you want other than that? And self-realization. You become more clear, more intelligence than even Socrates, the greatest, uh, you know, uh, philosopher, or any of the philosophers. You're better than 100 of them combined. Simply because they didn't have devotion and you do. Therefore, they don't understand the essence of truth, but you do. Okay? That's why here it's not win lose. You come here, you become as good as Guru, but not in the way some see people are not quite got it. Oh yeah, you can be as good as Gaur Haridas. Look, everybody here. They're all chanting ecstasy. Now you can go away. Now you don't have to. Don't give any respect there. See, that's what they think. See, that's not a devotee. And that's not a person who's received the real mercy or the full mercy. See, eternally grateful for this. See, so we have some people, they say, "Oh, you've attained it. Now you can kick the guru away." Just like we kick the Vedas away, we kick the rules and regulations of trying to, we don't need to get purified like that. We get purified just by playing with Krishna. You're darn right. People should be envious of that. You should be so envious of that. Put your envy over here, because here, you come over here. That's what you're gonna get. Your envy will turn into getting satisfied. Stop being envious of Trump and his money. Stop being envious of President Biden, in his position. Stop being envious of these gurus because how many followers and how much money and buildings and false prestige they have. Be envious of the devotees who have an ecstatic, loving relationship with the Lord. Yeah, bring your envy over here. See, and it'll turn into true love. See, because here it'll be satisfied. There, it's just like throwing ghee on the fire. It never be satisfied, like they're never satisfied. The envious are never satisfied. See? So if you're going to be envious of these people. I'm going to declare it loudly. Iskon Gaudiamat Gaudi Smiti. What you have not been able to do, we have done here. Bring your envy or whatever it is you want over here. And be satisfied. Because none of your gurus could satisfy you here. My students here and friends become satisfied with real bhakti. Okay? This is the end all and be all here. So if you're going to be envious, and most people are, turn your attention over here. This is something to be really envious of. We receive the gift of Lord Chaitanya's ecstatic devotion and prove it every friggin' day. And shake our little, sticks over and get you rattling. We've attained what Ram Das Brijavasi can't even dream of. Well, all he can do is dream of it, actually, and speculate and imagine it. That's all the best he can do. Here it's fulfilled. You want to be a Radhe Dasi? Come here. Hang out with us. Yeah. Yeah. It's time for the birds and the bees of spiritual life, and how to actually become a spiritually, enlivened person. See, one is glorified by hearing about the pastimes of Lord Caitanya. See, in the vision of the revealed scriptures, it's very simple. Once you get the mercy, it's so easy to describe. What you can see is plainly evident, self-evident. A lot of energy in that, potency. One attains. I mean, isn't that amazing? One attains. Immediately attains the supreme goal of devotion. Do you ever see River reading? See, laughing and crying, that's attained immediately. She's not perfect. She'll admit it, she's not perfect. But look, she's got devotion. Now that's mercy of God, huh? That's pretty amazing. And the more bigger miracle, look at Gohar, he's got some of that too. Not as much, but he's got something. That's a big miracle for a big fault finder like Goharidas, who finds fault with these illustrious, pure devotees whose stool doesn't stink at all. That's the biggest miracle of all. Ask Ram Das Vijayavasi. Yeah. Please listen attentively to this narration of Bhajikanta. Go ahead there. Let's listen attentively there, River.
Okay. Please listen attentively to this narration of the Madhya Khanda, because it depicts the pastimes of Lord Caitanya. Hear now the description of Lord Caitanya's Mahaprakasa Leela, his great revelation, for this fulfills the desire of all Vaishnavas. The Lord manifests a glorious Sata, or is it Shata Praya Bhava, the 21 hours of devotional ecstasies. In this pastime, he wonderfully revealed his different incarnations, his astonishing feasting,
Yeah.
and freely gave away pure Krishna prema to all the devotees.
Yeah, Lord Chaitanya came here just to manifest, because actually our desires will never be fulfilled in any other way other than in God. See, this is where the fulfillment of desires is. That's why the Lord has to come with his devotees. Because if he doesn't come, our desires will never be satisfied. We'll be wandering around trying to satisfy our desires with all these mundane things and objects. Yeah, and it'll never be satisfied. See, so the Lord has to come and give us access, easy access. Yeah, and find that, that's why sadhu sangha is so important here, because these pastimes are the Lord, and when you become attached to them, um, then you see, oh wow, my desires is meant to be satisfied by association with the Lord. These pastimes are the Lord. His name is the Lord. See, and it's kind of like the world in a sense. You're satisfied and you're not satisfied. You're satisfied, but you realize, this is where I'm meant to be satisfied. But then you want more. See, just like people in the world, they want more, but they're never really satisfied. That's kind of the way the shadow works, and it's material, and you get caught up in the rasa of the world, happiness and distress, because you're desiring mundane objects. See, and they give you happiness and distress, and so you do that. You bond with the objects of the world, and they leave you, just like Krishna comes and goes. These objects also come and go. And when they go, oh man, it's painful. See, and when Krishna goes at first stage is when he seems to disappear, it burns up all your fascination for the world, your desire for mundane things begin to go. Then you're just hankering, like, wow, it kind of grabs your attention in the separation. See, and instead of, usually we go when we feel separated from the objects, we're looking all over the place for the objects. But when Krishna, our attachment is transferred, you start to hanker after him as that object. See, he becomes the one. He tricks us into this, in a sense, by the association of his devotees. Now, that's why the trick is stay 30 days, and there's a good chance you get attached. And look at Tom, after he's still here after 4 years or so. Somehow or other it keeps, because this is due to attachment. And others, Amy, look at, she's like, and Sachi, look, see, she's attached. Look at River, she keeps coming back. Yeah. See, that's what the Lord does, and this is why we have to practice this. We cannot make advancement without practicing being attached to the Lord, which is pretty easy. The more we do it, the easier it gets. That's what I've noticed. It's not always been so easy for me to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. I was mainly on this for years. And then I would chant anyway, as like a duty, and I'd feel something, but not like this. This is only because, see, it goes deeper, and we're making so much advancement, and the attachment never decreases. It increases. I mean, look how far the Lord showed how attached you can get. He would be falling on the ground, some of his devotees too, and they wouldn't even breathe. You couldn't even, they were breathing, but you couldn't detect it. They were so in the Leela, so absorbed. Lalita is getting pretty close to a lot of stuff like that. See? That's the Lord's mercy. Yeah. This is endless. How else? I mean, if we don't have endless uh, um, increase in something, then we're going to go to something material. So the Lord gives us endless increase in the spiritual potency to keep us occupied, to keep our attention. Otherwise, it'll go, more, see, we're kind of in two worlds here. So we got some attention here, but also the Lord said, well, just keep regularly chanting. See, you got to, you don't have to be fanatical. Regularly chanting here at Sadhu Sangha, while it's here every day, come, watch the replays or something. Get deeply attached. Yeah. And this will be endless. I mean, look at Cole. He came back. He wrote a beautiful song. I think this is one of his best. I just love that way introduction. He figured that thing where I did the only rap song I ever did, 3 lines or something, and then he goes, Haridas. It was beautiful. I love that, man. And then all these beautiful truths, See, this is how it was. That's the way Mahaviri wrote about 8 songs, like boom, 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 boom. You don't see songs like those early things he cranked out now. They're all, it's different. If he comes back, they'll all come back again. Okay? This is very special. See, this is why whatever talents you have will be increased. Yeah. You notice that? So Cole's an artist and his arts increased. Mahavirya was a musician. His artistic ability was increased. So it's not surprising Maria, as a healer, that her healing would increase. It's not about her giving it up or doing so. It's if she comes here, Lord Chaitanya will make her better, or anybody better at what you do. You'll be whatever your talent is, and we may even get new talents. See, Lalita became a better housewife. I mean, more cleaner. She's a better cleaner now. You know, she does. Now the cleaning is on the inside. See that kind of pure cleaning thing. She's into the white glove thing on the inside. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, River. Read on.
Okay. All the Vaishnavas honored the Lord in a grand bathing ceremony known as Rajasva, which is fit only for the most powerful kings of the universe. One day,
Yeah, and see that is so significant. See, the bathing ceremony of the Lord is only fit for the most powerful king, and that's the Lord. He's the most powerful king that nobody knows. He's that great mystery called God to most people. See, so his feet are the ones to be bathed, and that's why you see in the demoniac realm, like say in communist China is a good example, or North Korea. People are also bathing the king with their tears. Oh, you can see some of these things. They're bathing the mundane persons with their tears. See, this is fit for the kings, right? See how Maya is a shadow of the truth. Actually, we should be bathing. And so Vaidhi Bhakti is you go out and get the water pots filled with the water from the Ganga or any river, or chant the mantras over it, and you put the water over the Lord, right? And usually there's not a lot of feeling. You're doing that as a sadhana practice, right? You don't even know exactly why you're doing it. You're just supposed to do it, right? What the bathing, because the Lord is supposed to be bathed, and you got to keep him clean like you keep your body clean. And you think it's like that. It's all about cleaning the body. But the devotees, they understand the deeper thing. What is that about, bathing the Lord? Yeah, the best bathers of the Lord and the best Lord to be bathed, where the Lord is saying, this is the bath I've been looking for. Worshiping Krishna, God, in spirit and in truth. See, when you're worshiping in the Holy Spirit, tears are pouring over the Lord. And you don't need no big, heavy deity to do it. All you need is the name of Krishna. That's no different than all that big work they did and all that expense to make a big deity there in Mayapur. Big ones, 5 Panchatattvas, huge. Because people need to see big is better, right? Like in America, I have the biggest car and biggest motorhome. Big is better. See? But devotees, if you're a real devotee, all you need is the holy name and the mantras. All you need are the pastimes of the Lord, to bathe the Lord. Tears squirt from your eyes, and now you are a Raj in this world. You're the best devotee. Remember, chapter 1 of Adi Lita said you need to meet the best devotee. That's Gurudev. He's the best devotee. He bathes the Lord. He chants the holy name in ecstasy, bathing the Lord with tears. See, now you get to see the real king in this world, and his by the mercy of his real devotee. The real devotee exposes the real king as he is in his transcendental form. See? And not only expose like materially or more superficially, but deeply, so that you can also bathe the Lord with your tears. And you can bathe the holy names with your tears and these pastimes with your laughter and tears. This is, a king sits on a seat. They have a court jester come, well, they bathe his feet, and the court jester comes out and does entertaining the Lord and all that. Well, that's what devotees do. They serve the Lord and so their beloved Lord so many ways. And ecstatic devotees do it the best. They bathe them with tears. They laugh. The Lord laughs and they laugh together. They eat together like a picnic, and they give you remnants. See, that's the real devotee remnant, not these fakes, shadow representations. See, oh yeah, let me be a stand-in. Let me be the double for the real king. I'm a devotee. I chant Hare Krishna, but no tears. I can't bathe the Lord, but I can do it with pots of water. But I can't do it with the tears. See, are you ready for a higher standard? Anybody out there? Go for the devotees who bathe the Lord, who is his name, with these tears. That's him. That's what he's really looking for. He's looking for that kind of bath. And that's what everybody should be looking for, those who bathe the Lord with their tears. Because that's the real path. That's the real example. That's the real role model. That's what you'll be by that association. You'll be a bather of the Lord with tears and laughter and intimate relations. It's the greatest thing, man. This is the pearl of great price that Jesus said, explained by personal understanding, personal knowledge. It cannot be any other way. That's why these gurus, they're all speculating. Sannyasis and Brahmins, they're all speculating on these verses because they don't know what Bhagavad Gita 10:10 means. They don't know how important it is because they're not that. If they are, they'll know what we're preaching. They'll say, oh, wow, sadhu, sadhu, really nice. Wow, took the words right out of my mouth, took the words right out of my heart. See, if you're not saying that about this kind of preaching, then you're blind. You're a blind guru. And if you're following somebody blind, you're also blind. Like the followers of Devananda Pandit. They were blind because their guru was blind to devotion. It wasn't good enough. He was a good Brahmin. You know how you guys out there, everybody's praising, oh, he's a good guy. He does charity, oh, he does the rules and regulations. He fasts. He is pure devotee. Well, not good enough, not for the transcendental Lord. And the Lord had to show that. He doesn't have real devotion. He doesn't bathe the Lord with tears in his eyes like my followers do. See, that's it. The Lord said, and He said, "Yeah, you're not really pleasing the Lord. You don't know how to please the Lord transcendentally. You can only please Him on the level of goodness with your rules and regulations and everything. But that doesn't really control the Lord. That's not the Lord's real mentality. You don't really know the Lord, that He wants to be bathed with your tears, and you're not preaching that, so you don't know. And that goes for every guru out there now. Don't tell me you're a guru, Dave, and you're not teaching this kind of thing, that the Lord really is looking to be bathed with the tears in your eyes. You want to be a real guru, you come and you listen to these classes. And you hear from those who have received the mercy of the Lord to find out how they did it. And you follow that path, then in this life you'll be a real guru and you'll deliver your disciples. Otherwise, no, you're just a blind leader and they're blind followers, and you both go into the darkness because you're still covered by the modes. Even goodness, it's still covered by goodness. We're not into goodness here. I'm not into goodness. I'm not into badness. I'm not into passionateness unless it's for the Lord. If you're passionate about God and connecting with the Lord, oh boy, beautiful. You've got the real mercy, man. That's transcendental, man. If your preaching is about transcendental goodness, oh, that's where it's at, man. And if you're a bad boy in the eyes of the world, like the Lord played the bad cop and the bad boy by saying, hey, man, I'm going to rip up your book, man. You ain't qualified to preach it. You know, this is in the name. You notice everything is in the name of the real Lord here. Even the badness, the so-called badness, is transcendental goodness. I say, if you're on a throne now, get off if you don't wash the Lord's lotus feet with your tears. This is what Lord Caitanya said 550 years ago, and therefore pure devotion was preached, pure devotion was given. It had to destroy that jungle growth because the whole world, just like now, 550 years later, they still believe these gurus have no tears, no holy laughter, no ecstasy can deliver them. And the Lord said, no. And Gohar Das says, no. Like Father, like Son. Therefore, that's why devotion is here. If you believe this preaching, you'll be delivered. If you don't, you'll believe that preaching and won't be delivered. It'll be many lifetimes for you. So, which side do you want to gravitate towards? Go ahead, River, read some more.
Okay. One day, Gaurasundara came to Srivas Pandit's house, accompanied by Nityananda, who was beside himself with joy. with joy. Gradually, all the Vaishnavas assembled there. Gaurasundara, who was engrossed internally, looked about himself, just as a regal personality surveys his surroundings with intensity, with his intensely powerful glance. The devotees could perceive the Lord's mood, and immediately they started the loud kirtan. On the previous day, the Lord would dance in ecstasy of a devotee servant of the Supreme Lord. On the previous day, the Lord would dance in the ecstasy of a devotee servant of the Supreme Lord. Then chanting,
See how the Lord has two sides. He has a side as a devotee. We wanted to show that side. So this is the complete Lord. He's Krishna and Radharani combined. So that's the complete Godhead. And we're like we're like chips off the old block. See, we are also composed. Like when a real devotee, a real realized soul, they've got these two sides too. They got that authoritative side, and they got the soft, ecstatic side. A great personality is not a great personality unless they are sometimes hard like a thunderbolt. That's the conclusive truth, clear understanding, and sometimes soft like a flower. So it's a package deal. That's why, how can you go into Lord Chaitanya's pastimes with preconceived ideas that are not really clearly of the Lord's nature? That's why we have to show and tell about the Lord's nature to teach these things. Otherwise, people won't know. Otherwise, you think, see, you know how devotees say, oh no, the Lord is always humble. He's always lovey-dovey. He's always like just a mouse. He's just like and devotees are like a mice, and they're always always peaceful. They never have any feelings, and they're just. But those are usually wolves in sheep's clothing. Or it could be a devotee in that mood, and sometimes the devotee's mood changes depending on, like here we're teaching, the Lord is teaching. The Lord is teaching, this is how I am, when I'm sitting on the throne. Devotees are also on a throne. They have that side. They are authoritative. This is what people hate here. A lot of people that come, they hate this authoritative side. See, but this is for the devotees. Those who are devotees, they like that side. I've always liked the authoritative side of Lord Caitanya and his devotees, like Jesus. I've always loved, I am the way, the life, and the truth. No one comes. I love that, man. That's authoritative. It's true. It's like I say, man, unless you come through a real devotee and the real devotees are here, you're going to take another birth. If you don't evince the symptoms of ecstasy, you're taking another birth. And most people don't. In Vaishnavism, most people don't. You're going to take another birth, man. If you come here, you probably won't, because the symptoms seem to be appearing in a lot of people's bodies here. They're choking up, they're crying, you're feeling enlivened by the absolute truth. Eh? See, authoritative. It's true. Like Johnny said, the words come true. Well, because they're true. That's the proof. The Lord proves the words of his devotees, proves that he's saying them through the devotee. Ultimately, at first, it's always like this. You got those guy Ramdas Vrijavasis and all these guys, Gaur, and we don't believe. We're not believers. See, but the truth is stronger. It eventually overcomes everything. Look how many people worship Jesus. They crucified the guy for preaching the truth. Practically everybody turned against him. Even his disciples ran away. And what did Jesus say? Oh, everybody's left, but I'm alone. But I'm not alone. I have my relationship with the Lord. That's what you learn here, even though it's hard. It's hard. So, people, they still sometimes want a little acknowledgement, but you might have everybody may turn against you. They may not understand you. Like I was telling one devotee today, you just got to get with the program. Not maybe your gurus doesn't seem to understand you either. You know, that's just how it is. Even, Gadadhar Pandit, there's a pastime. Gadadhar Pandit, he was listening to was it Vallabhabhata, and he didn't want to, but he felt he had to because Vallabhabhata was a Brahmin, aristocratic and all that. He felt it was his duty. He didn't want to, and the followers of Lord Caitanya were going to criticize him and not know his mind perfectly. He said, "Well, the Lord knows my mind and what I'm doing, but the followers are very strict, more strict." And they'll chastise me, but what to do? He just took shelter of the Lord. And you just got to come down. You're in a very advanced Sangha here, very advanced understanding. And just by being here, you're being drawn up to these levels of how it works. Maybe only the Lord will understand your heart. And apparently, the Lord may inspire not even the Guru to understand it, seemingly. Just to get that last vestige of wanting to be acknowledged. The Lord might do. He might just, we're just, you know, used by the Lord so that everybody can advance. Everybody's individual here. Yeah. Go ahead there, River. Read on.
Then, changing that mood momentarily, he would reveal his identity as the omnipotent Supreme Lord. That mood would also quickly change. He would again revert to the mood of a devotee.
Yeah, that's why it's often hard to get a bona fide guru, because they have those two sides. They are authoritative. And so when they otherwise they'll be silent. Like Prabhupada said, if you attain the platform of devotion, he said this in Nectar Devotion, you can check it out. Um, he said, if you attain the platform of devotion to Krishna, then just go around and act like a neophyte. See, because people won't believe you. They won't believe what you say and realize and all that. So if you're not preaching, generally that's the idea. See, he didn't go around acting like a neophyte, did he? That's just generally. And people, they tell me, "Oh, go all right. You see, Prabhupada said this, like that statement. So don't go and show these things." Oh, you see, Prabhupada said, or devotee said, not to exhibit devotional symptoms. Generally, that's, amongst people out there. If you're not preaching or doing something extraordinary like we're doing here, yeah, more or less. People think you're crazy and lock you up, probably. Like Cole was almost locked up. But that's not always so. I mean, nobody can really tell you. They can give advice, general advice like this, but when it, like Prabhupada, he didn't take his advice. He didn't just go around and act like a neophyte. He was a spiritual master. He was a divine grace. That was true. That's authoritative. He preached with authority. Sometimes he would switch, like Lord Caitanya would switch. Oh yeah, I'm just a fallen. Yeah. Yeah. And especially amongst his disciples, he's authoritative. And so a lot of people maybe listening to this preaching got to understand I'm with my disciples. It's like Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is speaking to Arjuna. If people were not his disciples at that time and they heard that conversation, they would say, "Who are you to say like that you're God? Who are you to reveal such things?" You see, he said, "Because you're my disciple and my friend, I'm sharing these things with you." See, but now we are hearing that conversation, and many people accept Krishna as the authority. The same thing here in our preaching. So I say things that are very authoritative. Sometimes people think, "Ooh, that guy's in false ego," only because they're not my follower. They're not my disciples. So naturally they react like that. Who is he to say, these things so authoritative? Well, hey, if you're empowered by Krishna, you're going to be like a little Krishna in this world. You'll be in the empowered version, the devotee version of the Lord. He's authoritative, you are also. He's ecstatically, worshiping the Lord in ecstasy. So is a devotee. See, here you learn the real nature of the Lord. And that's just how it is. Sometimes even in our group, people have a hard time with my Oh, why are you so mean? Why are you so like this? Well, just stick around a while and you'll get purified of the mode of goodness. I call it mode of goody two shoes. You know, it's about being a good person. It's always about being, respectful and all that. And always. No, here you get to learn the full range. You get purified of even that attachment to the mode of goodness. You realize, oh, let me be purified by the true nature of the Lord. See, the full nature of the Lord. How can I teach anybody about the true nature of the Lord if I can't show both sides? How can I be the true nature of the Lord if you don't see some roaring around here sometimes? Right? How can you understand that the Lord roared like a lion sometimes? Angry, like in regards to, do I ever get angry about anything except non-devotional stuff? I mean, if I got some attachment to some material thing, I might get angry if somebody takes it. But the Lord ain't waiting for me to be perfect to preach. I already got the order. I just execute the order. I don't ask questions. Am I qualified? Am I perfect? I already asked the questions and it didn't work. I just follow the orders. I'm like a soldier. In a soldier, they get the order from the general. Do this. They just execute it. But I'm not qualified. That doesn't matter. They just do it, right? So the Lord has his army too. So whoever is greedy to learn the full nature of the Lord, you got to be in a place where the full nature of the Lord is demonstrated and glorified and explained. All these things you're getting here, my God, where do you get a class like this? I should be charging $1 million for a class like this. Really, I mean, God, there's not a university in this world that'll teach you anything like this. Matter of fact, there isn't one place in ISKCON, Gaudiya Math, and Gaudiya Smriti that'll teach you these things. It is not available there. I've been there, done that. It's not available amongst the Radhakunds. They're all just blah, 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 Radhi, Radhi without the Radhi. No ecstasy, just talk Radha's name, Krishna's name, you know, and then making you do lots of rules and regulations because you can't abandon them. See, you can't abandon all varieties of religious activities and religious principles and religious this. This is the ultimate religious principle is love of Krishna. That's here. All we have to do is hear about the qualities of the Lord and chant them and all of that. And that's it. Go ahead, River.
Okay. However, today, to the good fortune of the assembled devotees, the Lord stood up as if to dance as usual, but then instead sat on the throne of Sri Vishnu.
How else can we know the nature of the Lord? See, to their good fortune that he didn't just go and dance. And, you think, oh, let's just, it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't in this world, even amongst Vaishnavas generally. You're damned if you go and ecstatically worship the Lord publicly, and you're damned if you sit on the throne and speak with authority about Krishna consciousness and devotional service. But does that stop the preaching when you're ordered? I'm just following orders. I don't ask questions. Well, you're not qualified to preach so authoritatively. Well, I don't ask questions. This is the ordered. It's been blessed by Krishna. Krishna told my second disciple, because of her guru, she's going to get Krishna. And that applies to everybody. Because of your guru here, you're going to get Krishna. Because it's already ordered and blessed. What can I say? Look, River's got Krishna. She's not perfect. We all know that. But she should, have great pride. Like, look, I ain't perfect. I'm still a raving mad woman sometimes, but I got Krishna. That's what I'm training her how to be, like that. Severe teaching. Eh? You're gonna at the end, you're gonna say, yeah, sometimes I'm not perfect. I'm a bit of a nutty, a tutti frutti, but I got Krishna and Radha. I like these pastimes. I got the jewel. She'll be thinking like that. I'm training her now. She's in training. That goes for everybody. You're all in training. And if anything is in Lalita or like that, that's also training for her too. Or anybody here. Go Haridas included. I got to be just satisfied, even though I'm a smuck sometimes. I got the Lord. I got the ecstasy. I got the information and understanding. It's amazing. So we all are in training like that. You see? We all eating from the same plate. Go ahead, River.
Okay.
Let us prove my point.
On previous occasions, the Lord would sit on Sri Vishnu's throne, immersed in devotional ecstasy, as if unaware of his own conduct. Not so today. Today, he did not conceal his real identity with the cloak of his eternal internal energy, but instead sat on the throne continuously for 21 hours. The devotees stood in front of him with folded hands and hearts effervescent with joy. It was a wonderful sight. The devotees were fully content. Spontaneously, they expressed, "We have entered Vaikuntha." The Lord sat amidst all as the Lord of Vaikuntha. The Lord sat amidst all as the Lord of Vaikuntha, and everyone present became free from the influence of all material illusionary potency. Lord Caitanya instructed, "Sing the bathing song." The devotees were very pleased and began to sing. In time with the song, the devotees were very pleased and began to sing. In time with the song, the Lord gently swayed his head from side to side and showered the devotees with
Lalita, you
merciful
read that.
glances.
Your turn, Lalita.
Page
Thank you, River.
342. Halfway down, it starts with Lord Caitanya instructed.
I found it. Thank you. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Lord Chaitanya instructed, sing the bathing song. The devotees were very pleased. And they began to sing in time with the song. The Lord gently swayed his head from side to side and showered the devotees with merciful glances. And showered the devotees with merciful glances, responding to the Lord's mood. The devotees performed the Abhishek, the bathing ceremony. First, the devotees brought water from the Ganga,
See
and
how
they
Lalita's performing the bathing song. See? She's sitting there. She's chanting the mantras. She's singing the song. This is like a song. She's singing the names of Krishna, the pastimes, and the tears are coming. See, she's bathing the deity. This is the way the Lord is wants to be worshipped in this Kali Yuga. And if you make this connection with devotees who are qualified to bathe the song, they're better than Brahmins, actually. A Brahmin can only bathe with the physical stuff, and the mode of goodness. See, the devotees, these tears are pure goodness. They're the very amazing. This is all you have to do is just continue to just bathe the deity, like this. That's why this is all that. Look how hard that work is. Everything becomes easier. You got to go and wake up a certain time and do all these things and rituals and all that. And you're not really fully bathing the deity until you bathe the deity with your tears. So Lord Chaitanya came to manifest the Sankirtan movement where we're bathing the Lord with our tears and our laughter and our ecstatic emotions and devotional expressions. That is why that's all required. There's no duty other than that. And it's not even like a duty, it's like we want to do that, where this is our happiness. See, now all that you get here. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm 119 here. Yeah, a little bit more. And then I'm going to call it. This is going to have to stop for a while.
first the devotees brought water from the Ganga, and they strained it, and then, in the correct proportions, they added musk, sandalwood paste, saffron, and camphor. Feeling increasing love. Feeling increasing love for the Lord. They carefully prepared all the items. Were ready with jubilant shouts. They began the ceremony, and they chanted the appropriate mantras. Lord Nityananda, he was the first to he was the first to pour water upon the Lord's head. In great pleasure, he kept repeating, Jaya, Jaya, other leading devotees, like Advaitacharya and Srivasa Pandita, the greatest Lord, chanting the famous Purusha Sukta prayers. The devotees of Lord Gauranga are very well versed in the scriptural sciences, and, and they poured the water to the accompaniment of suitable Vedic hymns and mantras.
Yeah.
Mukunda.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I need to go now. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming here. If anybody else wants to give class, you're welcome to keep it going later. Yeah. I was thinking also while everybody's here is I don't know, maybe people want to start like an emotional support group, because we're there's body, mind, and soul going on here, and not everybody is like there, and they have an emotional body too that needs cleaning out too, and I don't know, maybe some of that would be helpful. The ladies had this ladies group once. So I don't know. Just toss the thought out there if you guys think it's valuable or something. You maybe want to start that. And men and women together. Actually, they should both. If the men want to come, they can get it. Together. Make it transcend this bodily stuff, and just. Men might need a healing also. Yeah. So yeah, just toss the idea out there. Maybe somebody will run with it. Yeah.
What do you mean, Guru Maharaj, transcend bodily stuff?
Well, clean out the conditioning mainly. So you're um, it's released instead of like holding on to it. Because I notice this is still giving devotees problems. Is conditioning still, and like probably a lot of this. Why aren't people just coming live here? I mean, if you don't have any blocks. See, so there might be some emotional thing. Like sometimes I hear certain devotees say, "Oh, I'm going through," or they don't want to say, and they're just going through a turmoil thing, and they're not sharing it, and it might be good for them to do that, to actually, whatever's going on. Maybe people have struggles. I mean, here we're on camera and we're doing, we're worshiping Krishna and all this, but we have we have our lives too here. Maybe by getting together, we get to know each other some more and bond also through sharing your journeys. Because we're not physically in touch, but still we have this kind of camera thing, and we have Zooms and this thing. You maybe get a Zoom thing going. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
Is it
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah? Is it more safe for people? They feel more safe when it's not recorded. Is that a thing? An obstacle that is recorded? Such an after class?
Well, maybe you don't you if you don't, maybe you can record it to these things. Usually, you have to. Well, yeah. I mean, if you can do it, if there's like this, what is this restream? You can just record it and invite people and stuff, and just record it without. Where yeah, somehow you can do it like that, or not record it or something. I don't know. Yeah, whatever works. I mean, whatever you want to do. Maybe start out like that, and yeah. Otherwise, there's stuff that probably needs to be shared. It's like a istagosti. People in groups have this. Actually, I was listening to one what do they call that? Intentional community in Mexico, and that's how they actually made it. Is they would get together and they would talk, just discuss things and share their journeys and their struggles, maybe, and stuff like that. Um, it could be like some devotees, maybe their way of reaching out is by lashing out. See, but I think maybe it's would be better to just get together and have instead of just lashing out, reaching out, and so anyway, just throwing out the idea. You know, you guys think about it a little bit. Mhm. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. We'll see you later. Oh, has anybody got any feedback, or are you just going to be?
I personally don't think you're very clear on what you're saying to us. And what
Have an
exactly.
emotional support group, because some of you guys are pretty emotional still,
And the
materially
other thing,
emotional, material conditioned
you're
emotion.
I don't appreciate it, or maybe that you make a distinction between the women and the men, like maybe men have got these things, when I know for sure that men have got these things just as much
Of
as women.
course, yeah. So you can
It's
bring
not.
that up with the men come, and you really resent that or something or whatever it is.
No, I don't resent that. I've been brought up in a place where women are second class from before I was
Yeah.
born.
So that's the thing.
That's
So
been my
get
upbringing.
together and talk about that conditioning of being second class, because that's what it is, and it's good to talk, discuss, have a place where um, you can do that, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's why I said I'm just tossing out the idea. You guys can either run with it or not. I don't feel like I'm going to run with it, but this stuff is coming up, and I'm, getting from the back that maybe it's an idea. Maybe it's not an idea. Maybe you don't like it.
No, I think it's a great idea. I just think that maybe I don't feel it will happen if we do it, in the sense that somebody to be appointed to start the group and so people can come. Really, there needs to be a grounding for somebody to actually hold the group, like you hold
Mhm.
us in this space.
Mhm.
A group like that, where nobody's going to hold the space, and it's just going to be for all of us to
Oh,
come.
no,
And
no. That's what I said. Somebody run with it. Somebody take responsibility and start it if you want. If you feel it's of value for the group.
I think it's really valuable.
Yeah,
Just,
well, maybe you're
yeah.
the one to
Well, it's a
start it.
new thing for us. Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't
maybe
know.
you're the one. Yeah.
I don't know, Maharaj, about that.
Well, think about it, everybody. And maybe somebody will step of the plate. That's called leadership. You guys are becoming leaders here. You can lead a
So I
group.
do. I do have a group called Raganuga Ladies Group that I started in 2018. I haven't used it for a while now, but it's still
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So Amy, I think a female should lead it, he is saying. Uh, well, I don't know if somebody, could be anybody, because, you know, see what would work. Maybe if a male runs it, great. If a female runs it, maybe if a male runs it, nobody will come. Maybe if a female runs it, people will come. Maybe the opposite. I don't know. Experiment.
Okay.
I also feel it's maybe in this stage it's very powerful to meet one by one. You earlier said some things you can easily solve when you are walking with another person one by one, or just and then
Okay.
grow from there. It's an idea.
Well, that's what you've been more or less doing, one by one and one. And I don't know.
I think it's a great idea, Maharaj, and to put it out there, it's a really
Yeah.
good idea, because I'm really intense when it comes to emotions, extremely intense. But it's my upbringing. I've had a double upbringing of double conditioning, and there's a lot of remnants of that there. I'm completely misunderstood, and I want to be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
pillar.
yeah,
I want to be a pillar for the Lord.
yeah,
That's it. That's my goal.
yeah.
And if that,
Yeah,
if
I think more than one on one is also better right now too. I mean, you could do one on one with you guys do it anyway, but I think it would be valuable because a lot of times this one on one thing, from what I'm getting, there's one on one, and then it becomes a little he said, she said because you bring others in anyway. So why not just bring them in and actually have the conversation? Because I don't. I guess what I don't want to do is like, well, you know what this so and so said, and you're having that one-on-one conversation with them, and then now I'm in there. You know, let it all be together. I might come, and others come, and when there's
no,
more.
no, you're not allowed to come.
Okay, yeah, that's
You're not
probably good.
allowed.
Whatever. Yeah,
We're
I don't
here with
know.
you every day.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just
Maybe.
kidding.
Yeah, fine. That's good. Yeah, yeah. No problem. Yeah, whatever. So just tossing the idea out. Let's see who runs with it. Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm going, man.
Hare
I got a
Krishna.
tongue
Hare
weight for
Krishna.
some reason. I don't know why. But we got to stand up. Hare Krishna. Thanks, everyone. Thanks,
Thank you.
Lolita, Tom, and River.